You got a new follower.
I did.
But Chatty says.
I didn't get that message. I definitely need that green screen, the green wall.
Oh man, Lowe's is right down the street. So is Home Depot.
Oh, I know. It's the getting there.
That's that,
Come
Mom?
on.
Real quick, because I know you're getting ready to start. When I popped in, you were bitching about the ending of Lucifer. Apparently, you didn't get the memo. There's going to be a 6th season. That's why it ended so. They had to cut out a bunch of stuff.
Did not know that.
Yeah, they had to cut out a bunch of stuff because they wrote it as a series finale, and then Netflix is like, "Oh well, we want more."
Yeah, well, I don't blame them. But anyway, quiet on the set. Get ready to go live. Thank you. Zoom Room video sponsored by the VMC.
All right. Quiet on the set. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. In no other frickin' better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, two idiots who misinterpret the news, so you don't have to. The dynamic duo themselves, Laz and Jack.
And greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of What Are We Doing with Our Free Time?
What are we doing today?
And what are we doing? And how? What is this stuff? A little show called Lunch with Laz and Jack, where Laz is like sending me messages. It's like, you got 2 minutes to show up.
You got 2 minutes. I know you usually got to be here when I see the green light on Discord. First off, yeah, when your away light is not away and you're green, I know you're nearby, but
I did actually have to do a Zoom meeting on my desktop because on my laptop, anytime someone shares their screen, I only see white, which is a bug that I need to fix at some point in the near future. But it's Zoom.
But trying to update my marbles and stuff like that. My marbles app's not working on my phone. Have you tried your phone app lately?
Well, I did a while ago, like a couple weeks ago. Hold on. Let's go.
I was trying to update to the new stuff, and mine just crashes like a mofo, and it's just like
marbles on stream.
Bush Halen, what's up? Econdis, what's up? Giveaways now open, and yours is working. What a bitch. And my other phone, it doesn't work on my other phone. Maybe I'll have to try yet another device.
Maybe you just need to upgrade your phone.
Hey, my Note 4 is fine, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Here comes Econdis.
I thought I already purchased this bundle.
Oh, you should have kept that out, Econdis. I saw him. I saw your airship coming before I saw you.
The fuck, dude.
I mean, you can do whatever you want. I just, I thought it was pretty cool. Laz's complaint department.
Laz's complaint department. Where?
His airship's name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not looking at the game. Or I don't
Yes.
see an airship.
The one floating in front of you, right
I
near
don't see one.
Econdas. You don't see that sitting there?
Well, hold on. I need to turn. Laz's
You're not
complaint
looking
department.
over
Yeah.
there. Yeah, you're not looking over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, no, I'm not. I'm definitely
Giveaways
not.
are open. Remember, I love free shit for a chance to win mystery game keys. And of course, if you want to see more mystery game keys, make that bar move a little bit more. We'll do some racing and we'll do some more giveaways. But Mom, with the big info, I know Thraddy will be happy to hear that. Is Thraddy in here today? Did she join us today too?
Are you referring to the Lucifer season 6?
Lucifer season 6, Thraddy. Season 6. So all my bitching and complaining about its ending may be and not.
Why
I think,
were
Chad,
you
you and your bitching and complaining.
Why were you
Well,
complaining about the ending?
Because it was so abrupt and so blah, and that was supposed to be the end. There was no next season planned originally. So
you no matter what, you would have been upset with the ending.
and
Even
if again, I can't spoil too much because Tina hasn't binged the last season yet, so we can't give that away.
If everybody died, you'd complain.
A couple people did, and it was bullshit. But anyway,
if not only everybody died, but say everybody lived and someone got preggers, you'd complain.
That's already happened.
Someone else got preggers.
Oh well, I think that would really be what everybody was looking for, but I think everybody was actually waiting for that, but that's another whole story.
Yeah, if a certain ring didn't work, and something else happened, then you'd complain.
I would probably complain either way, but anyway, Freddy, you were going to say something before Jack walked all over you.
What was she going to say?
I don't know. Couldn't tell because I saw her light up, and then all of a sudden we were all over her. Not just you, but me as well.
Farting. So. Freddy, was that you farting?
Oh, of course.
Okay. I just had to make sure.
Yeah, let's not give too much away. Tina hasn't seen it yet. Of course, I don't see Tina out there, so Tina.
That's why I'm being intentionally vague about the things.
All the things. But let's be vague about some other things because I really need you to explain what the fuck this guy is talking about and what he really thinks here today in the Tweeterverse. Okay, because really, Chris, really.
Are you referring to the Tweeterverse where, back and catching up on a few things, I snuck off for a quick and early Father's Day trip with my 7-year-old. Didn't broadcast it ahead of time so as not to entice wannabe hackers into trying their luck with me gone. Tried. Tired but great trip. Now back to work. I don't think anybody that's
first off
done any hacking of this game has really feared anything.
Off, yes. If somebody was going to, does he really think that his presence is going to A, deter it, or B, that his knowledge will stop it? Okay.
No.
First off, okay. So I don't get the alluding to I didn't announce it so that people wouldn't hack. Hack what? Your computer? Hack the game systems? Hack the servers? I just don't get this. And again, if they were to try, I'm sure they would probably succeed, whether you were sitting there monitoring it or not. Just saying. You know, wannabe hackers, maybe not. Real hackers, I'm sure would get through if they really wanted to. They can take down the whole damn country's infrastructure. I don't think a simple game would be too hard if they wanted to try, or a personal computer if they wanted to try. But I don't get why he had to include. I didn't announce it so that people wouldn't hack me if they thought they could get away with it. I mean, really, come on. I just don't get it. Yeah, thank you, Tradia. I know you enjoyed that ending, and again, it was okay. I thought they could have done better, but now it maybe makes more sense that we know that there's going to be additional episodes. But at any rate, yeah, I just don't get this last tweet. Yeah, of course, I'm glad he got to spend some time with Maxine early for Father's Day. I mean, I don't see why that going to make a difference. They're all still quarantined out there in Texas and holed up in the house because he never goes anywhere except out into the woods. So Sunday should be a Father's Day in the house. I don't get it, but the point about didn't tell anybody so the wannabe hackers wouldn't try their luck. I got to call bullshit on that personally. Just saying, I really don't get it. Don't get it. And of course, it doesn't help when my partner's on the phone and doesn't give me commentary on this either, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Commentary in chat, still talking about Lucifer.
Because Lucifer is more interesting than bitching about tweets.
Yeah, well, again, I don't get it. Tell us you're back in action.
People are assholes. If they knew Chris was away, they're going to be like, "Ooh, Big Brother's away. What can I try and get away with?"
I don't see the difference. That doesn't stop them when he's there. Second off, he's not there at the console looking at all this all day, every day. We know this. I know this. Anybody who plays the game knows this. So again, I don't understand what him being away has got to do with anything.
It's like the kids throwing a party when mom and dad are away. They're going to do it anyway, but they're going to try and get away with it when mommy and daddy aren't home.
Right, but he goes to sleep every night, and everybody knows what his sleep schedule is, and everybody knows when he's not there. So again, I don't understand it. That's all I'm saying. Hey, and again, even if they were going to try it, whether he's there or not, I don't see whether that makes any difference. Truthfully, that's all I'm saying.
No, it doesn't because like. Think of like the number of exploits. Think of like back in the early days of like release 14, 15, where people were just explicitly AFK botting and people reporting these users.
This is what we're talking about, Azazel.
But
people are still botting, okay? Let's just get that straight. People are still botting out there. So whether it's allowed, it's not allowed, whether he's monitoring, he's not monitoring, people are still doing it, and people are still getting away with it, okay? I know this for a fact, okay? I know this for a fact. So, the only times he goes after it is when people start... Can we go back to Lucifer? We can, but then we got to be very vague about everything so as to not spoil it and replay
it. Tina. So bitch about some random tweet.
Well, Laz just wants to bitch about it.
Well, I could bitch about the fact that after 5 days of no tweets, this is what we get for information when we should be in lockdown today and talking about the upcoming release coming in a week from now. But no, we're talking about.
Wasn't that you'd be bitching that he went on vacation right before lockdown? So it just go back.
Well, you do have to realize that we haven't actually had a lockdown in a couple of years.
Yeah, well, again, we're supposed to be, is why I said we're supposed to be.
It's something that hasn't happened in a couple of years. It's kind of like we're
they'll still
also
mention going into lockdown, but they don't do it. So yeah, I just wanted them unexplained mysteries of the
remember
universe.
it was a year ago at about this time, or actually in March or so, when the day before the release, Chris put out a brand new patch to completely change the Unity engine the day before a release.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
That surprise you? That doesn't surprise me.
No, it doesn't surprise me because there is no concept of lockdown. There's
Why we're
no
not on Unity 2020? We're still scratching our heads, but that's another. I think we both know why that is too. Fionn, how are you, darling?
It requires changes to a bunch of things that
It requires them to actually code and do some work. What? Huh? Something
update
like
the
that.
code base, yeah, and go find all of this stuff. So the real question is, Mom, do you like how the cardinal sin is right down there on my screen?
It's hard for them
because
to
the
see
thought
it.
of you wearing that gives me fucking nightmares.
Why does that give you nightmares? To me, it just makes me laugh.
There are things I do not want to see. I do not want to know about.
There are things you just can't unsee once they've been seen. That's right.
I live with Temmie. That's bad enough.
Oh, yeah.
Timmy!
So should I buy one for Timmy to wear around the house?
Odds no, because I don't want to explain that to the child.
Oh yeah.
You don't
Yeah,
need to
well,
explain it. It's like, I'm just doing some role play
it's gotta
here.
be better than him walking around the house in his underwear, ain't it?
Yeah.
No.
Well, actually, this is much worse than walking around the underwear with just underwear.
Anyway, let's get out to some Shroud news. I think we were on today on QA yesterday, but there's a new today on QA. Do we want to cover the one we were on yesterday, or we just want to toss those out the window right now and go to some other?
Well, let's see. Let's go ahead and bring up.
Actually, you know what
Today,
we've got to get to? We've got to get to the meditate emote. That's what we need to get to because we've been putting that one off.
What? Meditate emote?
Meditate? Meditate emote.
Okay. Let's. I found it. The float meditate emote only lasts for about 15 seconds. Longer would be nice. Like perhaps make its duration be dependent on intelligence or focus. Maybe make it burn focus. I'd love to be able to make it my /AFK emote and just float until I come back.
That would be nice. That would be nice.
It should last until canceled.
Yes, like many other emotes that you do, if it's not just a quick action, it should last till it's canceled. And we got lots of support for that after I posted that answer. Is everybody believes that it should last until it's canceled because why not? Why do we have to just float and then? And yeah, as even Fetid Sir Daddy says, the only reason why he purchased it is because he thought it would work until it was canceled. And I think they should make that change. That when you're meditating, you should be floating until you decide to get up or do something better.
Do I even have that emote? The real question is, how do I bring up my emotes? What's the keybind for emotes?
So Azazel goes, botting's allowed. It's done all day and all night long in the game. Thank you, Azazel. Like I said, I know for a fact it's done all the time. And then Dwip's like, botting's allowed. And again, we've covered this, and again, it's one of them things where yes, the indecisiveness coming out of catnip is just well, you can do it here, but you can't do it there. But see subsection A, rule 1, where it says we're only going to pick on you if you're doing this, but we're not going to pick on you if you're doing that. But it's not allowed, so don't do it. But in this case, it's okay. Just
we're not going to enforce it in these cases, but we're going to enforce it in these cases.
But only when somebody complains, because we don't have time to go out and monitor it, and our code isn't good enough to catch it.
Yes. Is catnip worse than portalarium?
Portnip? What?
Well, remember,
I'll let you explain that.
What is the relationship between catnip and portalarium?
We're still scratching our heads.
I mean, Chris is the CEO of portalarium, or the last we knew about it.
Last unofficial on paper?
No,
officially unofficial? That was a mistake.
Yeah, but oh yeah, that was a mistake. I didn't know what I was signing. According to Chris,
that was a mistake. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, Chris actually said that, and it's like, I didn't know what I was signing. I'm not the CEO. I'm not the CEO. Then people provide the paperwork, and it's like, oh, that's a mistake.
And then miraculously, he owns the game.
And and now he owns the game. Yeah, but yes, the answer is we cannot answer that, because all of the paperwork that we see still says that Shroud of the Avatar is developed by Portalarium. Shroud of the Avatar is owned by Portalarium. Shroud of the everything Shroud is Portalarium. You pay your subscriptions to Portalarium. The only place that the catnip comes into play is Chris's tweets, where he says he's the owner and operator of Shroud of the Avatar. Steam still says the publisher is Portalarium.
And Fiona, I know you didn't make it to the last SodaCon in 2019, where we posed these questions live and in person.
And he couldn't answer it? They couldn't answer it?
No, nobody could answer it. It was DLMB, talk to the lawyers. Here's the lawyer's email address, and the lawyers really never responded to anybody when people ask about it. So it's one of those things that nobody can answer for sure. Nobody's telling us exactly what the real things are. There's a lot of seed invest people who are out there who are furious trying to find out information about where they stand with their investments. But in short, is catnip worse than portalarium? No better, no worse.
In the sense that it is worse because there's less consistency.
Well, in the amount of information that's come out since that change last year, absolutely. We've seen a degradation of information. Yes.
As well as the number of patches per release.
I still don't think that's
gone
much
up.
Different, truthfully.
It is. I mean, it's like, how many times when Star was in charge did you see 6 patches in 1 month?
Many times, especially when they were screwing things up, because you had 30 developers screwing things up instead of 3 developers screwing things up, so they had to patch more times. Yeah.
Red Dragon did just subscribe. No, normally it was like maybe 2, but not 6.
But I wish I could go back
it is
to
some
the patch
time for marbles.
See that?
I know. Oh, please! It's too early to drink. I guess Red Dragon was a seed invest. But it's time for marbles, because Red Dragon did subscribe.
Dragon.
What game of marbles did we want to go to? Or do you want us to continue talking about this? Is catnip worse than portalarium? In some ways, absolutely. Other ways, it's no change. Other ways, it's no marbles, please. So continue on with this. So I'm going to set an alarm for 5 minutes, and then we're going to pull a giveaway on my stream. So everybody's got a couple of minutes to
5 minutes
something.
to get in.
Yeah, 5 minutes. Your only warning, because I'm gonna forget about it until this goes off. Exclamation mark! I love free shit. But yeah, but back to Fionnuan's question. I would have to say that there is a lot less direction overall with Catnip than there was with Portalarium as far as what development tasks they actually planned on doing. So
funny enough is I just came over here and I gotta actually pull this window out and move it. But I was going over to the patch notes just to see, but in order for you guys to see the actual bottom of the screen, I actually have to manipulate it a little bit and bring this up, and let's just move this up. And do you see what it says? See what it says at the very bottom of the patch notes? Copyright 2021, Portalarium Incorporated. Very all bottom of the patch notes.
All trademarks shown are property of the respective owners. Shroud of the Avatar, Forsaken Virtue, Soda, Portalarium, and We Take You There are trademarks owned by Portalarium Incorporated.
Okay. So even the website is kept up to date with this year's date, saying that Portalarium is the owner of Shroud of the Avatar.
Yeah.
Now, there's a good one, Red Dragon. I had somebody actually ask me this question, and I'm going to go jump over to that discussion here real quick. This was a private discussion, so I'm not actually going to say who the discussion is with, but I can definitely bring to light the questions that was asked. And the first question of this was, do you know an Act 2's main quests will be coming online in Shroud of the Avatar? To which I answered, no clue. When is Act 2 or Episode 2's main quest coming online for Shroud of the Avatar? And of course, again, none of us has a clue, because this year we got no outline as to what we were going to be seeing this year, what we could expect this year, when we could expect it this year, and what to do. The next question was, do you know if they're even working on it? And do you want to field that question? My answer was, supposedly, Book 2 is sitting at the publisher, was my answer to that one, because we know that it's sitting at the publisher. That's about all we know.
Yeah, it kind of. Hey, Chris, when will we get Episode 3? Well, actually, Portalarium promised you Episode 3, and we're Catnip Games.
Yeah,
that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Hey, Chris, when will we get Episode 3? Well, actually, Portalarium made that promise, and we are now Catnip, so we don't have to do that. The name of Book 2, according to Ravelox, and thank you, Red Dragon, for this information, is called Eye of Scales, and he said that should be coming out in July.
So next month.
Yes.
So hold on. Today is the 17th. We're a week away from release 91. You would think that with July being just a little under 2 weeks away, that we'd have some to do, some fuss, some muss, some announcements, some fanfare, some posts. Getting hype up for this, because that would lead people. Well, I guess maybe not, because that would lead people to believe that Episode 2 is ready for launch if Book 2 is coming out, right?
Well, not entirely. Remember, like, Book 1 happened 400 years before anything in the game.
The prelude.
Yeah, so it is all prelude information, and it's a continuation of that prelude stuff. But it's going to expose you to what's happening on the new islands to our north that were supposed to be to the east. And you know what that means. It's time to come over here, click on that button that says close giveaway, and then pick a wiener. And Econdis is getting himself a copy of scroll down. Am I really to that one? Okay. Pixel Junk.
That's really
Monsters Ultimate plus shooters bundle.
Because I didn't see any of that come up on your chat as to closing the giveaway, picking the winner. None of that showed up in chat. That's really weird.
That's kind of cool because it also said, "Hey, are you connected?" When I tried to do things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are
you connected? See, there it is. Pixel Junk. Yes, Pixel Junk. You like that delay there because
a little laggy there.
Well, no, that wasn't laggy. That was more like bot got disconnected for some odd reason.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bot got disconnected at 12:19 or so. Oh well. Silly thing. Pixel Junk Ultimate plus the shooters bundle. I have no idea how much this is. At least $10. But hey, you know what he paid for it?
Nothing.
Oh,
don't forget to
Pixel Junk Monsters Ultimate plus the shooters bundle is actually $14.99. So yes, it is some pixelized junk. And I do need to reset that giveaway and reopen up a new one. Because the next game is one of my favorite that's going to be given away.
Oh, what is that? Let's
I'm not telling you. I'm not. You can go look at that same bundle to see that the next game to give away is.
Oh, if you're going in order, then yeah, I guess I can.
Yeah.
I try to bounce around in it so that they're not always in the same order.
I have gone to the bottom. I have gone to the top, but that one is by far my favorite one.
I see what it is now.
Yes.
I see what it is now. Anyway, moving right along. How about we talk about the options to dispense one item at a time without opening?
What? I'm confused by this question. Okay, where am I going to?
Option to dispense.
Option to dispense. Yes, I do. One item at a time without opening, like a Pez dispenser. My use case is I run several lots with free beer. Everyone else that runs a tavern has the same problem.
Indeed, we do.
The current casts are not great for it because the intended use case is one at a time. The player sees how many are there. Players take everything by accident sometimes. The cask does not allow items to return to said cask, so accidents cannot be corrected. Immersion is broken by casks. By opening casks, you should get mugs one at a time from it. My suggestion is that a non-kindred get an alternative behavior when clicking on a cask. They should simply get one. Alternate.
I think that should be the use case across the board. Is because when you make something in the cask, when you click on it, it opens like a regular container, shows you what's in there, and again, once you take it out, it's out. Even the owner can't put it back in, which I think is garbage. I would like to be able to dispense one at a time, and now of course it could be optional. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly his point, Mom. If you're not an owner on the lot and you see the cask there, you should be able to walk up, tap the cask, and get one mug of whatever it is out of it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Instead of all 50. There's an alternative generalized proposal for all items. Make a container that dispenses a single item without charge. Why? Current container, often players take too much by accident. The process of opening a container and then choosing the item is less immersive and reveals too much, like how many items are in there. Vendors are close, but require gold because nothing is free, and it's a pain in the rear to add each item one at a time.
I agree with a lot of that. Now, there's also the question there, Mom, if it's out as deco. Now, of course, if it's out as deco, first off, there has to be a permission added because most people just can't walk up to, like, if you look here on the set, I believe we can see some of Jack's casts over the wall here. No, we can't. Okay.
They are there. I mean, you just have to tilt your camera way up.
Yeah, way up. There they are. Way up back there. So unless you actually
mine won't let me do it.
Yeah, unless you actually have permissions, you shouldn't be able to actually access those at all. Like Econdas, can you access those casts? Let's go around the corner here. I don't know.
He better not be able to.
Well, like anything else, you can peek into any container, so I'm sure he can probably peek into this containers over here. And again, this is Jack's cask storage area out behind a lot.
Oh, that's so cute.
But so I don't even have permission to open that cask. Let me see if I can step in. Yeah. I should have permission to open a cask. I don't.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm added on the lot with permissions, ain't I?
You're added on the lot, but you don't have permission to touch that cask.
And Econdas is saying the same thing, so yeah.
Yeah, you can't even see how many.
So here we go. I got one, the inaugural App and Glow. I got into one of them.
Yeah. Oh, you did? What the hell?
It's empty.
Don't take
it. It's empty. Yeah, it was one of those. But just like anything else, let's just see. Let me come over here to this one. Here's one sitting right there. Can I get that one? No permissions. But if I run around the corner, I should be able to, unless they're actually locked, peek into any one of your containers over here, right?
Yeah, none of them are locked. I don't think so.
So I assume that casks were the same thing. I could just go ahead and look into the cask, but that's not the case. You got a lot of crap in these things. I didn't realize how many you had stacked up over here these days.
and they've all got full of shit.
I know, they're all full
of shit. Yeah. All shit that needs to make its way to shroudmarketplace.com and be organized.
And that, we're just too lazy to list. I've got loads and loads of that stuff too.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what I should do is like find a friend and just pay them to go sort everything and then list it for sale for me on Shroud Marketplace.
$5. You got to open the $5 store. The $5 store.
Oh yeah, exactly. And then it's going to be even funnier when it's like, Dude, I don't have time to do this, so go deliver it for me.
Hey, well, if you've got
Yeah.
them on payroll, you might as well. You know, they're doing that. They might as well do the other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, even having like a public cash chest that dispenses, and I believe that's been asked for before as well. I know if you go out to like Novia Market on the docks there, the owner of the town has fishing poles there in there, and you can like take all the fishing poles that are there because you can't just take one item at a time. It would be nice if we had an option to set you can take one of each item, only one item. Take all items, and have a variable, variables, those things that everybody keeps asking for.
Right, like
Variable
set it
number.
on like the deco options because like we have a keg set out for poor Temmie, and he doesn't know how to take all or one.
Yeah,
If you could just hit
absolutely.
a button that says dispense one at a time or uncheck it and it's a normal container because I don't want to take my shit out one at a time. It would just
Yeah.
be
Again,
easy.
as the owner, it's one
Ooh,
thing, but
ooh.
dispensing one at
Oh,
a
yeah.
time.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm getting a phone call from the plumbers.
From the plumbers, he needs his plumbing fixed. He needs his plumbing taken care of. Probably needs to get his water softener fixed. I don't know. Hadn't mentioned it, but yes, this would be a pretty cool option for anybody out there. And while he's off doing that, I'm going to jump over to the next topic because this one perplexes me as well. And this one has bothered me for a long time, ever since we made banks universal. Um, and I think I should go ahead and get my bank box over here before I do that.
Yeah, because I don't own a bank box. So what are we talking about? Bank boxes? So I got to go find
Yeah,
bank
we're gonna
box.
go the bank stackable items, and I'll throw that in there. And I think you'll be able to use the bank box once I place it, right?
Maybe.
I
Bank
don't.
stackable items. But my items don't stack in my bank if they're not put in it from the same location. Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Now,
Yeah.
this is something that I have arguments for and against, and I'm going to point out the reasons why here in just a moment as soon as my bank finishes loading. But go ahead and read this real quick because then we'll get back into the game here.
Okay. Well, I don't know if it's me, but my items don't stack in my bank if they're not put in from the same location, meaning I can add garlic from Sultan, and then from Airy, it will make 2 stacks of garlic in my bank. I can merge the stacks together afterwards, but it's sometimes painfully long. And I don't really see the point here since you can access your bank from different locations. So why not make all items stackable from the beginning?
That's right. Absolutely. Now, I don't have any items that haven't been combined because I think you can just right click now and just tell it to combine items in the bank, can't you?
Well, I don't know because I have a bunch of coconuts that I can't do shit with.
Yeah, can't delete coconuts. That was bugged,
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
fixed, that was broken, it was bugged, it was fixed, it was broken, and it's still broken. Got a bunch of coconuts, can't do anything with.
yeah. So that would be a pressing one. Why the fuck can't I delete a coconut?
Now, here's my use case for this, and I'm going to go sort by deposit location. Okay, you can see I've got stuff from Brittany Alleys, I've got stuff from Airy, I've got a lot of stuff from Silent Ascent, I've got a lot of stuff from Snug Harbor, and most everything else is from Owl's Head. A couple items from Sultan, which were sold to me. So let's see, iron ore. Can I combine that? No, I thought there was another iron ore in here.
Can I combine these coconuts?
And
No.
then the bottom two items were something that we looked at. These were vendor items that I tested with Mom that were sent back when she kicked them off the vendor. So when you see vendor items, that means your items were sent back to your bank when you had them on somebody else's vendor and they kicked your ass off the lot. Now, the reason why I like it to a use point where I had to move out of my house in Silent Ascent because they were moving from one POT place to another. They went from Novia and they're now here in the Hidden Vale. And I just dumped all my items into the bank so that I knew I would be able to say that all these items need to go back in that house, which I haven't done yet. It's been a while. So I knew all these items would be listed as Silent Ascent. Same thing in Airy. I had a lot that I changed when we finally were able to use more than 3 deeds per account in NPC towns. I went ahead and dumped a lot from one character, which was this character, or I forget. Yeah, I guess whatever I did, I had to dump a lot. But again, it lets me know that these items belong in that house in Airy. But for the most part, I'm going to go back by item name because this kills me. And you'll notice that all my chests here are actually located for the most part out in Silent Ascent instead of the one that's store items, which is my shroudmarketplace.com. Throw your store items in a chest and forget about them. When you sell them, they're sitting there waiting. And you can see the weight on that. That's got a whole bunch of crap in it for sale on the marketplace. But the point is that I was out in Silent Ascent and I needed my deco stuff, so I just had to pull these. And if I were to try and open these right now, they would just wind up in my backpack. What you actually have to do is, I'm going to just take the artwork. You have to drag it and then drop it again. And now it belongs in Owl's Head. And now you can right click on it and open the container from where it stands. If I clicked on my deco box trying to open it, it pops into my inventory when I didn't want it to open in my inventory. I just wanted the damn thing to open. So again, one of those things that just drives you a little bit nuts. And let's put this deco box back there. Okay, and now when can I double click on it from there? Will it open? Yeah, and then when you double click it on it there, it opens. So
are you saying the bank functionality kind of sucks?
Again,
very long-winded.
The bank is universal, so why we need a deposit location has been a question for a long time, which goes to the point of not stacking. Now, the only use case, and again, this is a personal use case of why it becomes relevant, is when you dump a house and you want to know where that house was or what belonged in that house. That's how I use it. That's the only reason I can find to still have a deposit location. Otherwise, it's universal.
I don't think I've really paid attention to expired mail before.
Do you have a whole bunch of crappy expired mail in your bank?
No. So, good news. We've received word that an item you listed has been purchased. Blah 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 blah. Thank you for your business. First Bank of Brittany. Branches available in Ardors, Exeter, Port Graf, and Resolute. That tells me that the only places there should be in-game banks are in those locations.
And Econdis has got his post, and Tina's out there finally. Tina, you're lucky you missed all the Lucifer commentary earlier today.
I don't know what you're talking about. Lucifer? Didn't they cancel that like in mid-season? I'm joking.
Well, yeah. And let's get this over here as well. Now, again, this was. Let's open the original here. Will that go where I want it to go? Come on. Yes, it will. Thank you for your business. That's right. Branches available. again, back at a time before, you know, there are
Well,
branches
every
available in
single-
every
yeah.
single town, including your personal pocket, if you so desire, by buying a bank device. Which
But
again,
you remember those conversations about like we need common areas that force players to go to it? That bank would be a great way.
well, that was one of the great ones.
Shut down
back
all
in
those extra bank
Ultima
and
Online.
everybody going to the Brit Bank.
You used to
or
hang out
Buxton.
outside the Brit Bank or on the roof of the Brit Bank. Yeah. Yeah, the one near Buxton, near the dueling pit. That
No,
Buxton, or is
that
that
was
Jalome?
that was Jalome. Yeah, I never really spent much time there. I would always just Brit Bank or Buxton.
They'll buy bank guards. That's right, Mom. They'll buy bank
Vendor.
guards.
Yeah. Yeah. Sell by bank guards, Recdu, Rexu, Vesper. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. And then it's like I just had my let's teleport for reagent buying everywhere.
Yes, the fact that you had to have a recall rune to all 8 of the reagent vendors in the world, and you could only buy, what was it, 100 or 200 of each, and you had to go to the next one to buy the next.
It would all increase all the way up to 999, but you just had to like get it.
You had
On
to
buying
have
it.
enough people buying in order for that to happen.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you'd have to find the exact time, or else it wouldn't be available. Which I kind of liked because it forced people to go around.
But let's go to Candace's complaint here, and this is from when? This is from last year.
What? Econdas had a post from last year?
But still quite relevant, because, again, this is pretty much what we're talking about here.
Hold on. I have to find it.
In the Discord there.
In Discord? Which one?
The
Banks?
only one that Econdas...
Banks, not quite. Universal. Nested container bug. Maybe you should ask a bug hunter to validate this bug, so that way we can confirm it, and then we can actually get it worked on.
Well, Antu did come back with an answer on this, so apparently, maybe you need to get Alley-Oop looking at this then.
Yeah, I believe this was left as is and intended. Some people do actually utilize this feature for various lots.
And again, the only use case I see for it is in said case where you dump a lot, or you had a lot in somebody else's town, and you notice that your stuff was dumped, and you can say, "Oh, how did I get evicted from said town?" But yeah, there you go, Econdas. Ask Alley-Oop, or even ask Justin to have it go to dev review on this. Or just go to Devil Cult and say, "Devil Cult, I know this is bothering you as well," and I'm sure David will get to it eventually, because David likes to fix things like this. Go, David.
Oh. I'd still like to move my health bar.
Yeah, still waiting for that guy to get back from his honeymoon to fix that, because that's such an easy fix. It should be real easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a 15-minute fix. It will be his priority as soon as he comes back from his honeymoon. I will say that someone actually asked me whether or not Beezus was still working on the project. I will say that I spent 30 seconds doing some Facebook stalking on Brandon Cotton, and according to Facebook, he still works at Portalarium. which adds even more confusion.
Portalaria.
It works at Portalarium, not at Catnip Games. Portalarium.
Really? That's interesting. He kind of says, Chris said horse jumping is going to be a task for the one and only when he's back soon. You mean he's gone?
Yeah.
We didn't know that.
Let's see.
He probably took a personal leave of absence with everything he had going on.
Oh, well, that was last year, wasn't it? I mean, we understood that when that happened. Actually, was that earlier this year?
That was months ago, but he's also working on another project.
I mean,
for another company.
I understand taking that time off, but I would have assumed that he had bills to pay and needed to work shortly thereafter he was finished doing all that. Yeah.
But Justin is only partially working, and my doorbell just rang. So hold on.
Bug hunting. Jack's doorbell. You just moved in. Who's ringing Jack's doorbell? Or Amazon packages. But I will remind you all, exclamation, I love free shit. And of course, it is time to move on. So while we're doing that, I will remind you all that the NBNN Shrouded Avatar Community Calendar is out there on nbnn.info, along with all sorts of links to other stuff. You can check out the NBNN Daily Britannian or the Avatars Express. We've got the daily calendar, Thorix event calendar, and the Soda upcoming events calendar, links to all sorts of cool stuff, maps, and other stuff, and of course, pics from past events over the years. All sorts of SodaCon picks over the years and other events that we have had. If you want to go check those out, also available out there. But don't forget, the calendar is there. Update your calendars if you've got one, because we don't want to know when your kids' birthdays or doctor's appointments are, or when your payday is. We don't care. We just want Shroud of the Avatar events to be up on there. But of course, you don't forget that if you don't know what you're watching, you're wondering what kind of train wreck you've stumbled onto. You're watching Lunch with Laz and Jack right here on nbnn.info, twitch.tv/Cinesys, twitch.tv/NBNN News, catching us in replays on YouTube, on Twitch. Ow, chicka wow wow. That's right. Also in replays on WRFB Radio Free Britannia at 12s and 6s throughout the day. If you missed us live, you can catch us every 6 hours throughout the day, depending on where you live. Or, again, you can catch it on all sorts of places. If you have the app still, you can catch it there on the app. An audio format, you can become a Patreon and get it in Patreon. We're everywhere. We're everywhere except Facebook. I may start putting it back on Facebook too, just for shits and giggles. Don't know, now that I've got my account back, I may just do that. May start broadcasting to Facebook as well. We'll see about that. Now that I don't record anymore, I might be able to multicast, so. Yeah, don't know what he's up to, but the Britannian Mining Company wants you to come check out Black Rock Cove. Black Rock Cove is located over in the Quell region near the town of Exeter and conveniently located next to the mines that you want to be near if you're a crazy like-minded miner type. You want to be as close to those mines as possible so your trip home isn't too long. And of course, if you're looking for crafting goods, you can get them at Guild pricing across the boards. It's just because he got a call from the plumber does not mean the plumber is at the door, although that would be some pretty damn quick response if that were the case. Whatever the case is, it wasn't a package delivery because he's still talking to whoever the hell is at the door. So, yeah, maybe it's the pizza boy. I don't think he's allowed to eat pizza. I don't think he's allowed to do that. Hey, I know that movie, Extra Anchovies. That Senior Pizza. Radio Free Britannia, WRFB, out there on the in-game radios. Go to wrfb.rocks in your web browser. wrfb.rocks/soda will bring up the player automatically. Yeah, fun movie. Yeah, don't know. I would assume he's talking to somebody, but at the rate we're going, he better get back here in a minute or two to do his giveaway and end the show, or he'll just do that when he gets back. But throughout the day, you can listen again, catch Two Idiots Misinterpreting the News at 6 and 12s around the clock, hourly world news, catching on what's going on around the world, and of course, music throughout the day for your listening enjoyment. Shroudmusic.com for ABC files. If you're looking for ABC files, plus he had to run downstairs because his office is now upstairs in his new house. So um, that's something else you all need to know. Yeah, extra anchovies means you want the stud. That's right. The Shroud Music for ABC files. If you want some ABC files, you want some information on ABC files, or you want to share some of your own ABC files, go check out shroudmusic.com. Nothing fancy, just a little website for ABC files here inside Shroud of the Avatar. And of course, shroudmarketplace.com, the place to go buy or sell anything and everything here in Shroud of the Avatar, especially all that stuff that is tradable and not heritage items, although you may find some of those out there. But you can get everything from accounts, clothing, coinage, crafting goods, deco, housing, pets, rares, services, and more. Ooh, excuse me. Out on Shroud Marketplace. If you got stuff you want to sell, just take and put it up on a listing, throw it in your bank box, and forget about it because 2 minutes at a time with the plumber. That's right. Because you can do anything that's not a bannable offense out in Shroud Marketplace. Everything, including services. That's right. Leveling services, XP services. Don't forget Mom's ore refining service. Because Mom is the patron saint of lazy avatars out there. After you slave all day in the mines, you don't want to come back and do all that smelting yourself. Give it to Mom. She'll do it cheap and send you back some nice shiny ingots. In the meantime, of course, don't forget my services, Lazarus Long's weddings and more, because it's not just weddings, it's a whole lot more. And of course, if you're looking to get hitched, come see me because I've got everything you need, including custom vows, custom lot set up for your special day, extra wedding dresses of all types, whether it be torn and tattered for that crazy buffalo types, or a nice, pretty, plain white dress. Tuxedos, extra stuff for your bridesmaids and groomsmen. We've got it all. Lazarus Long's weddings and more. Want to buy a duck? That's right. We've got a wooden duck. We've got pet ducks. We've got rare ducks. Need more cowbell? We've got more cowbell. Come see me because, again, we got a little bit of everything right here at shroudmarketplace.com. And, of course, we got to wrap things up. We're already over time. Can't wait for Jack much longer. So we're going to say thank you to all of you. Jack is in a... Oh, no, that's old. he might still hear me at the front door down there. But, Jack, we got to go. Well, let's go ahead and see what we're going to be giving away for the giveaway here. We're going to be giving away a copy of Epic Car Factory. Epic Car Factory to one lucky viewer out there today. And let's see what that's worth on Steam. Epic Car Factory $9.99. And of course, that's going to be going to, let's close the giveaway, pick ourselves a winner. Hubert EK is the winner of that prize. And of course, Hubert, congratulations. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for viewing. I guess Jack will do his giveaway when he gets back, so stick around on his stream because he's still going to be streaming. But we got to get out of here to maintain continuity. We'll be back with more tomorrow right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz. Jack's answering the door, and we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.